California Dreamin', where we do dream interpretations and talk about current dreams. If you have any dreams, leave them in the comment section, and hopefully some people can help me with putting some interpretations on them. Make sure if you're new here that you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Hi, I just want to talk really quick about some symbolism, and one of the symbols that started coming up was that of butterflies and dragonflies, and how they're symbols of transformation and change. And butterflies, they go through that process of going from caterpillar to cocoon into like flying butterflies. And so we see that as a transformational process. Sometimes we kind of relate to our own life where, there's something that's basic and adolescent, and then you go through this time of maybe hiding in the cocoon, and then you come out and you emerge and you have this freedom and this ability to fly, and you've gone through that process of learning and growing. And I think it's just a beautiful process, and then you have this gentle butterfly that flutters around and has just amazing freedom. And so that's one beautiful picture. But then recently we were discussing the symbolism around dragonflies and how they kind of go through a similar process. They start as an adolescent phase, I think in the water, and then they actually kind of almost break out of their own exoskeleton or shell of themselves, and they become this dragonfly with wings and are able to take off. And dragonflies go through a metamorphosis and a transformation like that, but their process is a little bit more, I almost want to say like passionate or extreme. They have to break out of something old. Where butterfly, you kind of get this gentle feeling that they come out of the cocoon, and then they kind of wait, and they wait for the sun to warm them up, and then they flutter a little bit, and then they just kind of flap around. But dragonflies fly, they break out kind of with a lot more power almost and force that they have to exert to get out, and then they fly in a much different way. They actually go and catch bugs. They have very directional flying. They've got great eyesight, and they just take off, and they have a lot of volition in their flying and where they're going and how things are going to happen for them. And so I think both the butterfly and the dragonfly have that great symbolism of change and metamorphosis, but in it there's some subtleties of what that looks like. I personally just love both animals as symbols. And I think I was talking about last week some of the symbols of like some of the other animals, and I know even today we found a praying mantis on our doorstep, and it reminds me every time that there's some of us that are just used to pray and to be those people, and every time I see one, it just reminds me to be more prayerful and be more connected in those ways. And so I just want to bless everybody. Those are just a few of the animals. There's some other insects and animals I guess I'll talk about later, maybe the whole darker side of cockroaches and spiders and things.